This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Hey, we're going to get into some hot and heavy subjects. We're going to be talking about Dupert, Dildo Dupert. We're going to be talking about these ass-white black bastards up in Chicago. So, people, let me tell you for the last time, you heard my intro. If you're going to be offended, turn off. I don't give a damn if nobody listens to me, but don't be crying and bitching about what I say, because, see, I'm an American. I'm going to say what I want, when I want, about who I want, anytime I want. You don't have to listen, but if you listen, you're going to get the truth. You're going to get what I believe to be the truth. You're going to get what I'm thinking. So if you don't want to hear it, just don't listen. Turn it off now and don't ever come back, because I don't give a damn. You understand me? You heard me before. Most people say, hey, I don't give a damn. They give a damn. When Bob Romanik tells you at this point in his life he don't give a damn, he don't give a damn. So all you ass-white bastards out there that want to give us crap, want to give the true patriots crap, you can kiss my white, hairy, red, white, and blue, stinkle, wrinkled, smelly ass. Old ass, by the way. Because, see, I don't care. This is probably the most controversial show on radio today. And I don't give a damn about sponsors. I don't give a damn about somebody liking me. I give a damn about saying what I want to say, exercising my First Amendment right. When I say we are the First Amendment and all-American station, I mean we are the First Amendment. You may not like what I say. I may not like what you say. But we all have every right to say it. And you've heard me a zillion times. I will not let these proud military heroes, past, present, and future, die in vain. Fight to give me the right to speak free, to live free. Fight to give you the right to live and speak free. And we're not going to exercise that right? Now, I'm going to piss off blacks sometime. I'm going to piss off whites. But see, I get pissed off a lot, too. Nobody gives a damn if I'm pissed off. So why should I give a damn if anybody else is pissed off? So I'll say that for the last time. You don't like what I say, don't listen, but I'm going to give you the truth. And I am a proud white man. Somebody say, hey, you talk that racist crap. No, I talk real. I'm talking about what I see, what I feel, what I experience in my life. And don't tell me, black people, that I'm wrong. Don't you ever think you're going to make me be ashamed to be a proud white man. And I don't mean the proud blacks. They're great people. I mean these ass-white black bastards, and we're going to get into the ass-white black bastards, and I'm not going to be pretty today. It's going to be like me, like my face. It's going to be scary and ugly. So if you can't take some scary and ugly, if you can't take some controversy, go turn on the Disney Channel. Go in the bathroom and play with that little ding-a-ling. I don't give a damn what you do. But don't be bitching at me, because I'm going to tell you the way it is. Before we get started, on a very, very serious note, a friend of mine, a friend of everybody's, passed away peacefully on January the 2nd. Robert Wade Landrum, better known by all of us as Lumpy. What a great guy. I met him when I was helping in Sam Flood's campaign for sheriff back in the day. And Sam Flood, what a weasel. What a piece of crap he was. But anyway, I was young working for Sam. And Lumpy always slide me a couple extra $5-10. Didn't have any money, really young, just getting involved in politics back in the day. And he treated everybody great. Has a great family. Karen is lovely bride. We want to say our condolences, our deepest condolences. And I know he has his children. Bob Lumpy Landrum grew up in East St. Louis, graduated from East St. Louis. And I like what it says in his obituary. In quotes, if you obey all the rules, you'll miss all the fun. And I don't know if Lumpy ever missed any fun. I don't know about obeying all the rules, but visitation will be from 4 to 8 p.m. on Sunday. I'll be there, January the 8th. He had a lot of friends. It'll be at Castley Funeral Home, Mortuary in Fairview Heights. But I just thought I'd take a minute to give our condolences to a great family, the Landrum family. And especially to our good friend, Bob Lumpy Landrum. He'll be sorely missed. I know he'd been sick sometime in the past, but I thought maybe he was feeling better, but apparently not. So he's 77 years old. So, Lumpy, I hope you rest in peace. I'm going to have a moment of silence for our good friend, Robert Wade Landrum, Lumpy. Lumpy, I know you'll be up in heaven because you were a great guy, and we just hope you rest in peace. With me, another friend of ours, a Belleville native, a great guy, one of the best Johnny Cash tribute artists I've ever heard, and I love Johnny Cash because Johnny Cash was a true patriot, a true lover of this country. Our good friend, Mr. Bill Furness. Bill, how the hell you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Bob. Good to see you.
Hey, I'll tell you, you must have a bad day if it's good to see me. But, Johnny Cash, he was a true patriot, wasn't he, Bill?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I know you know a lot of history about Johnny Cash. And how long have you been a Johnny Cash? I always used to say impersonator, but you guys get mad. And I understand because you're not trying to impersonate a great man. You're trying to show tribute to the great Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's correct. I like to tell the stories of Johnny Cash's life and the songs that he wrote and all the things that he did. And I've almost been doing this for 7 years now, Bob.
Well, I've been to a lot of your concerts. You do a great job. And Bill, we're going to come up here and we're going to promote a deal you've got going over in St. Louis with the police departments over in the Missouri side. But hell, we can't promote it because it's sold out, I heard.
Yeah, sold out January 13th. Sold out yesterday morning. Sure did. We're doing a fundraiser for the St. Louis County Police Welfare Association, which the monies go to help the families of fallen police officers and who fall victim to like house fires and such,
Yep.
To the families.
Well, just for everybody, where's that going to be held at, Bill?
That's at the Liuna Event Center in Sunset Hills, Missouri. Is a dinner and show, but we had talked about opening up a second show, but it just we're just going to wait, and we're going to make it real big for the 50th anniversary of when Johnny Cash went into Folsom Prison, recorded live. January 13th, 1968 was the exact date he went in and did that unprecedented album.
You've got something coming up out in Clinton County. We love our listeners out in Clinton County. What do you got going out there?
We got the American Legion in New Baden, Illinois. This is Johnny Cash Birthday Bash. So this is Saturday, February 25th, and at the American Legion. Tickets are $20. You can contact them at 618-980-4624 for tickets, or you can go to the New Baden American Legion. You can pick up tickets there at the bar.
You know what I like, Bill? You can't go to a Johnny Cash concert anymore because there ain't no Johnny Cash. But if you did, it'd be $500, $800, $900. I can go. I love Johnny Cash. I love all the country music. I love his patriotic songs. I can go and listen to you. Brings back a lot of great memories. You kind of look like Johnny Cash. I'd say you smell a little bit better than Johnny Cash now, but no, you put on a great performance. And I would tell all you people, if you like Johnny Cash, anytime Bill Furness is performing in the area, you need to go because it'll be well worth the $10, $15, $20. And, he brings back a lot of experience. He talks a lot about Johnny Cash's past, a lot about his music. And I've been to a few, Bill, and I'll tell you, I have an excellent time. And I just like to promote local talent. And I honestly think with a break, you would be more than local because I know you've been all around the country and things are starting to pick up for you, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to go international. I'm trying to work on some things over in Japan and with our United States Armed Forces. I'm working with them in hopes to go to Afghanistan and perform for the troops.
Yeah, I know you've been working on that, and I know you're a true patriot. So you've got a concert coming up when in New Baden?
That'll be February 25th, and tickets are $20. You reach them at 618-980-4624. That's in New Baden. That'll be the Johnny Cash birthday bash. We'll be celebrating his birthday.
Well, we're going to put some ads on for you because we want all the people to come out that way. The radio station will sure be out that way. I got to ask you in parting, Bill, what made you want to become a Johnny Cash tribute artist?
Well, I loved his music. I had a couple of his songs that I did in my repertoire, and I always loved the acoustic guitar and the storytelling in songs. But honestly, my mother, her name was June. She was named after June Carter. She loved Johnny Cash, and I grew up listening to this music my whole life. I wasn't so much into that. I wanted to do some hard rock music when I was young, and she always would yell at me and say, your voice doesn't lend quite right to that stuff. It lends better to this old country sound. You better listen to your mother. And folks, that's what you got to do. You got to listen to your moms. They're always right.
Yeah, yes, they are. Mr. Bill Furness, one of the best, if not the best, Johnny Cash tribute artist in the area, probably in the United States. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you coming up in New Baden, and we'll be over next week in St. Louis for the police benefit. Mr. Bill Furness, a local Belleville native who's done good, and I hope to do a lot better. Bill, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you, Bob.
Mr. Bill Furness. Hey, I want to also announce that 1190, we went to talk, as everyone knows, and I think we've got 4 years of hot talk with the Trump administration, good or bad. We've also going to announce that we are taking on NASCAR. For all you people who like NASCAR, we'll be broadcasting NASCAR all throughout the year. There's a lot of local events in Granite City, but we'll be broadcasting the national NASCAR events. And we were going to have the gentleman from NASCAR in here, and apparently the weather's not the best, so he'll be coming in. Just want to let everybody know. And don't forget, following me, as always, Glenn Beck. Then we've got the great Michael Savage, Laura Ingram, Jim Bohannon, Kevin Slayton from 7 to 9, and we've got a lot more talent coming aboard, some local and some syndicated. So 1190, we are the most controversial station in the nation, and we're going to continue to be that way. I want to let you know now, people, I ain't a happy camper. Well, I'm sort of a happy camper on this Ron the Dildo Dupert. I broke this story way back when. I told you what an asswipe, idiot, no good son of a bitch he was when he was running for judge. And then I see when he got sworn in, Mary Turdman, Bar Viviano, Doug Jamieson, Congressman Boss, they're all there laughing and clapping when he got elected, cheering him on. Hey, you guys aren't cheering anymore, are you? The conservative wing of the Republican Party of St. Clair County, you guys ought to be totally embarrassed. I broke the story on Dupert. You guys know when I told you about him living with a parolee. I broke that story. Newspaper picked it up. Everybody else picked it up. Then I said, he's lying. I believe he's lying about not having a romantic relationship with this gentleman that is now charged with first-degree murder. Ron Dupert, trying to run away from the news media yesterday. It's in all the papers, people. It's in all the papers. You've seen it all. Ron Dupert. What you need to do, Dildo Dupert, is resign. Special prosecutor picked to consider charges against the judge. This judge who lived with the gentleman who is now charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. You know, Dupert was the idiot during the election. And I said many times that I'd stand tall with my friend who got in a little bit of trouble, a judge who got in a little bit of trouble. And he made a mistake, as we all do. But Dupert had all kind of stuff on Facebook, all kind of stuff on iTunes, all kind of stuff all over, criticizing them. But Dupert, I have to say, that was about drugs. It wasn't about murder. You're involved, and I don't know to what degree, if any, with a gentleman, well, I say that term loosely, who's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Now they've appointed a special prosecutor, was appointed yesterday, and we broke that story, to decide whether obstruction of justice charges should be filed against St. Clair County Circuit Judge Ron the Dildo Dupert in connection, not with the drug case, with a murder case. You understand me, Dildo Dupert, you ignorant, rotten, stupid, gay bastard? And I don't give a damn if you're gay. I just don't like the way you play the game, Dupert. Says Dupert was interviewed by the Major Case Squad that's investigating the killing of Carl Z. Silas. That was a gentleman who was shot in the face by Dupert's good friend, Mr. Fields, David E. Fields. Now, I just wondered, Mr. Dupert, maybe you want to watch out. Maybe Mr. Fields will or has shot you in the face. Not with a bullet, of course, maybe with some sperm, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. I told you it's going to get nasty and crazy. So people are going to say, I shouldn't have said that. I just want to know, Dupert, is Fields also shooting you in the face like he shot this man with the bullet? But not using a bullet on you, but sperm? I'm just asking. I don't know. But you agree, and it's not me that created this situation, so don't blame Bob Romanik. I'm just reporting the son of a bitch. Special prosecutor, the Major Case Squad, bunch of great guys. They've asked that the case be reviewed for prosecution against our judge, well, not our judge, your Judge Dupert. I didn't vote for the idiot son of a bitch. Says 2 armed men, one of them Fields, which is Dupert's good friend, entered the apartment, hit a female. There was juveniles in there, and they killed a guy in front of the family. Said one of the ladies begged for her life, and the Silas was shot in front of his 2 children. Boy, Dupert, you're hanging with the good crowd, you idiot, you gay, wipe-ass bastard son of a bitch. Finds out that he was living with Dupert at number 18 Potter Mill Road in Belleville. So if anybody wants to drive by that infamous house at this point, it's 18 Potter Mill Road in Belleville. That's a Mr. I won't say judge. I won't disrespect the judges. I'll say Mr. I'll say Mrs. Dupert. I'll call him Mrs. Dupert. More appropriate for him, I believe. And I'm not against the gay community. I'm against an ignorant, stupid son of a bitch that goes down to East St. Louis in a $150,000 Porsche and trolls for young black meat. If you know what I mean, and I think you do. Dupert, what an idiot. And you Republicans, you ought to be thankful and happy you got a great candidate like Dupert. I'm glad I didn't get your support. Remember, people? They censored me, the Republicans, and thank God they did. I thought I was a bad guy. I don't want to be part of this crap. But you good Republicans, you elitist Republicans, you Christian Republicans, and I love Dupert, said that he was being Christian in trying to help Fields turn his life around. Was it turn his life around or the penis around? I'm just asking, Dupert. I'm just asking. And when Dupert says he was not in a romantic relationship with Fields, I got to beg to differ with you, Dupert. I know for a fact that you visited that gentleman down in prison several times. You didn't visit him as his attorney. You visited him as his good friend if you know what I mean. And also, Dupert, I got to ask, are you like Bill Clinton? You say you weren't in a sexual relationship. Is having oral sex with a young black man, I guess that doesn't, if that indiscriminate sex, I guess that's not, maybe you're not lying. Maybe that's not a romantic relationship. Maybe that's just nasty-ass sex, oral sex. Dupert, what an embarrassment you are to your family, to your community, and to the judicial system in the 20th Judicial Circuit. They say he's on administrative duties. Well, if he's not doing his judge duties, why the hell would we be paying him $185,000 a year? Let's quit paying him. Let him sue to get that money back. I say if he's not doing his job, he shouldn't be getting any money. But I also loved it. There's videos that were posted on Facebook, and I hope they're still posted there, that have Dupert and Fields together. In one of the videos, the alleged killer now, Dupert's good friend, I think they were romantically together. I don't know. In my opinion, they are and were. Dupert is seen driving in Fields is seen driving in Dupert's Porsche while Dupert is driving in the video. Fields makes gang references. In another video, Fields sitting in the Porsche with Dupert. Fields says they're headed to East St. Louis, and his reference to his Versace's pants. At one point, Dupert revs the engine of the Porsche, and Fields calls Dupert Dollar Bill. I thought your name was Ron, dildo, not Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill, is that what you pay for oral sex? I'm just asking, is that what you pay for the black community? I don't know if you're exploiting the young black men down there, or the young black men are exploiting you. We look like millionaires, this alleged killer said. Now, in the third video was really great. It was in Dupert's Porsche, a real expensive car, of course. It was seen parked outside the apartment building where this victim, Silas, was found dead a year or so later. So that must mean that Dupert knew the area, knew they were friends, and had been friends with Fields for a long time. What do you think, people? I think it's time for Dupert to tender his resignation. And Dupert, if you have any integrity in you, if you have, and I'm sure you don't, not a troll like you, you no good son of a bitch. But I do have to say, and I said it before, like my grandpa. Grandpa always say at Christmas and Thanksgiving, hey, Grandma, pass me some of that dark meat. And I think Dupert does the same thing down in East St. Louis. How embarrassing is it to have this situation come about? Now, Dupert ran from the news media yesterday. I saw it on Channel 4. He ran from the news media. And I got to say, I called the shot. I told you good people for election what a no-good, rotten son of a bitch he was. You should have listened to me. You wouldn't listen to Bob Romanik. You should have. But there's old Ronnie boy, front page of the paper, smiling. You can see his teeth. I'll bet you there's other times that you take a picture of him, you can't see his teeth, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Of course, he says he's gay. But see, that's just like the proud blacks. I like to distinguish your proud blacks from the asswipe black Nicaraguans because they should be separated, the good from the bad. And there's a lot of good gay people. Dupert's just not one of them. And I have to say, everybody in Clinton, Washington, Monroe counties, you counties that maybe Randolph, you counties that voted for Dupert, he kind of gave you the old okey-fadoke, didn't he? He didn't come out and say he was gay. I'll bet you people, if you know then what you know now, he wouldn't have got 500 votes. What a sleazy, greasy bastard. How can this no-good son of a bitch ever show his face anywhere? And you can thank Bar Viviano, that skanky bitch from O'Fallon, and Mary Turdman, who sits on her ass and does nothing, and Doug Jamison. Hey, Doug, maybe Fields, who was charged with beating the hell out of his pregnant wife back in the day, maybe, just maybe, he took a page out of your playbook. You know, Doug, the gentleman who was charged with domestic violence in Sangamon County, not paying $100,000 in child support, which really pisses me off. You're not a man if you don't take care of your children. Several DUIs, he tried to get expunged because he was so embarrassed and the judge wouldn't do it. That's the leadership of the St. Clair County Republican Party. And you people want to know why I didn't want to be involved? I didn't give a damn about winning or losing an election. I don't have many morals. I got a lot of principle. And the principle was I didn't want to be around these ass-white bastards. But Congressman Bost, I tried to reach his office, and of course, not available. I'd like to know, are you going to denounce? Are you going to denounce Ron the Dildo Dupert? You need to denounce the whole Republican Party. The elitists, not the rank and file Republicans, a bunch of great people, but the elitists up there in O'Fallon. Congressman Bosch, you need to come out with some kind of statement. You supported this gentleman. You were in parades with this gentleman. You went to picnics with this gentleman. You better denounce him, Congressman, because I don't think it looks good for you. I don't think it looks good for the Republican Party. They censor me because I cuss the idiots out, the Doug Jamesons, the Mary Thurmans, the Bart Vivianos, the John Wests. Don't forget that idiot. And they censor me. What are you guys going to do with Dupert, the dildo? But think about it, people of St. Clair County, people of the 20th Judicial Circuit. Got a guy here that's somewhat involved, and I don't know to what extent, in a relationship with a gentleman who just blew somebody's face off in front of their children, who drives down the street in the Porsche with him. The same dildo Dupert that was charged back in the day with allegedly assaulting a black man and asking the black man, remember, what's it going to take to make that thing in your pants hard? Now, what a great member of society this Ron the Dildo Dupert is. So you no good son of a bitch, I would demand, and I hope the good people of the 20th Judicial Circuit demand that you resign, because you've embarrassed everybody, not just in St. Clair County, but all throughout the 20th Judicial Circuit. Ron the Dildo Dupert was just being a Christian when he tried to help this guy out. And Dupert, who said he's gay, he was not in a romantic relationship with Fields. I don't believe that, Dupert. I don't believe that a bit. And I have to say, Dupert, I don't know what all you have allegedly lied about for this obstruction of justice, but I was told from a good source, and it hasn't been confirmed, so it's alleged at this time, that they subpoenaed Dupert's telephone records, and the telephone records indicate that his car was somewhere around the vicinity where this crime took place. Now, I'm not saying Dupert was involved. You know, I'm thinking out loud. Maybe Dupert just drove this gentleman there, Fields, in his new Porsche, and that's when things broke bad. But Dupert, it doesn't look good for you. You better get you a good attorney, is what you probably already have one. But Ron Dildo Dupert, what a disgraceful activity you have done, not just now, but in the past. This is the same gentleman that trolls down in East St. Louis. See, his MO is he's got that brand new car, pulls up to the young black guys, makes conversation. Next thing you know what you know, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's by-state voice of freedom, your guardian, you hear me, your guardian of the First Amendment. Radical radio may become racist radio after this next segment. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's by-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. You had heard me talk earlier about KQQZ 1190 AM, the Patriot, sponsoring and broadcasting NASCAR, and the gentleman made it in. He came through in all the snow. He's the host of STL Motorsports Magazine, Kevin Howdeshell. Kevin, how the hell are you doing, Kevin? I like that.
I am absolutely blessed, Bob. Thank you for having me on today. How are you?
Hey, it's my pleasure. Hey, Kevin, we've cut a deal with you guys in the NASCAR circuit, and a lot of people have been asking. They love the NASCAR broadcast. It hadn't been in town for a few years because of some contractual things, but 1190 have gotten together with you guys in NASCAR, and we're making it all possible again.
Oh, I'll tell you what, there is such a huge racing base, not to mention NASCAR fan base here around the St. Louis area. I mean, we just had 20,000 people in the Dome watching a dirt race 2 weeks ago.
I saw that.
Yeah, and that was huge. I mean, and that just parlays into everything coming up this year in the motorsports arena in the St. Louis area. We have IndyCar coming back. You know, NASCAR, the trucks are over at Gateway again. Third year in a row. This is going to be a huge year, especially with the rebranding of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. This is going to be an awesome 2017 for the NASCAR season.
You know, it's always been big throughout the country, but what pulled it back in the St. Louis market for a while? Do you know, Kevin?
Well, if you look at the history of NASCAR, Rusty Wallace. Everybody knows who Rusty is. Rusty is a Hall of Famer. He's out of Arnold, Missouri. You have Kenny Wallace, who's all over Fox, all over Twitter. He's all over everything dirt racing. He's out of Arnold, Missouri. We have so much Kenny Schrader, so much heritage in the NASCAR world based here in St. Louis. In the previous ownership group at Gateway, they let things fall by the wayside. They didn't necessarily, in my opinion, probably do the promotion that they should have to stay in relation with the fan base. The folks that are there now, Curtis Francois, Chris Blair, John Beachy, those guys, they love racing. They know what's here, and they've been doing an astounding job reestablishing that connection with the fan base with the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Now, with you guys, KQQZ carrying MRN and the PRN broadcast for NASCAR this year, that just completely reestablishes and builds those bridges back to the fan bases here in the St. Louis area again. And I wanted to announce that here on KQQZ, we will have NASCAR Hot Talk.
Good.
Talking nothing but NASCAR, how it relates to the local stuff, all the way up until the championship night at Homestead.
Well, I tell you what, I think everybody that's involved in NASCAR, everybody that loves NASCAR, and I think with the exposure that KQQZ can give NASCAR, we've got potentially 3+ million listeners, and we've got a great listening audience. I think we can resurrect NASCAR to the St. Louis market, don't you?
Absolutely, we can, and I'm happy to just be a spoke in the wheel to make that happen, because I love this racing life. I love everything about it. And for us to be able to talk NASCAR on a weekly basis here on The Patriot, that's huge.
You know, Kevin, you do a show. You're the host of STL Motorsports Magazine. How can people go to listen to that also?
They can find us on all the social media outlets. On Facebook, that's probably the easiest way to find it, on Facebook. Find us on Twitter. We have a Mixer page. We have Periscope. We have Instagram. We have every social media outlet that there is. We even have a YouTube channel you can go to and watch some awesome historical interviews that we've done with Carl Edwards, with Brian Clausen, with all the local stars of the local racing circuit.
Now, what do you have a website? See, I'm not much on all this Twitter and all this crap. How can I get you on the web? Do you have a website?
STLmotomag.com.
Okay, and the Facebook?
Everything is STL Motomag, STL Motorsport Magazine.
Okay, you can get to any media you want to get about the magazine.
You search STL Motorsport Magazine and you will come up with everything racing. Make sure you get the app, the STL Motorsport Magazine app, to stay up on all of the local racing occurrences.
And when is your show? When do you do your show?
I do it weekly. We're going to be relaunching for the 2017 season on Wednesday nights. We'll be doing it live. at various locations around the St. Louis area. We'll be doing hot shots. We'll be doing Winties. We'll be doing a few different locations. We always do it live because we want fan interaction. We want the fans to come out and talk racing with us, as well as the local drivers, local racers, and the NASCAR stars and the IndyCar stars that are coming through town.
Right. Now, with a vehicle for the radio station, I think we can blow this up and make this bigger than life, don't you, Kevin?
Oh, this is going to be huge. To coin the word of 2016, this is going to be huge.
You know, my girlfriend said that one time when she saw me naked. I
heard that about Donald Trump, though.
Oh yeah, well, he's got little hands. I don't know what the hell that means. But hey, Kevin, we are sincerely blessed to have the NASCAR people and have you, because I know you guys love this NASCAR like there's no tomorrow. I know how emphatic you are. I know how emphatic the NASCAR people are to be back in the St. Louis market. And we just want to tell you that we're proud to be a partnership with you guys and bring NASCAR back to the St. Louis area. And I think 1190, the Patriot, I think we're going to get enough listeners that we're going to blow them out of the ballpark.
I absolutely agree, Bob. I am blessed and thankful to be a part of this entire thing coming up in 2017 with Motor Racing Network and Performance Racing Network here on 1190 The Patriot.
It's going to be a good time, Mr. Kevin Howdy Shield, right? Howdy Shell.
How to Shell.
How to Shell. How the hell do you say how to Shell? No. Hey, Kevin, hey, listen, you're the host of the STL Motorsport magazine. You guys can get it on any kind of the media, and go ahead. And
make sure that you pay attention every week here on NASCAR Hot Talk here on KQQZ 1190 The Patriot. Coming up toward Daytona, we'll be launching the show, and I'll be announcing everything that we're going to be covering, the remote locations, everything that we're going to be doing for 2017. Pay attention to the Facebook page as well as the website, and we'll see you in 2017.
Yeah. Well, we'll be promoting it all. Mr. Kevin Howdy Shell, the host of STL Motorsports Magazine, our conduit to the NASCAR circuit, 1190 AM, The Patriot, will be handling and broadcasting all the NASCAR races throughout 2017. Kevin Howdy Shell, thank you very much for your time, buddy.
Thank you, Bob. You have a blessed day.
Hey, will do. Yeah, for you people, we've got call after call on this NASCAR situation, so it's really blowing up. So everybody that loves NASCAR, 1190, The Patriot will be your NASCAR headquarters for now and for the next year, hopefully, and for the next many, many years to come. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and please, it ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty. I'm coming after these asswife, black, no-good son of a bitches that screwed over this mentally handicapped white guy. So anybody thinks I'm a racist, you better not listen, because I'm going off the charts because it pisses me off. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. If you people didn't hear, and I'm pissed off, okay, black and white, it's going to get nasty, so turn off the damn radio, because I'm going to tell you the way I feel. It pisses me off. Play that clip. Listen to this, people.
4 young African Americans who they say beat a mentally challenged young white man in an assault broadcast live on Facebook. Chicago Police Commander Kevin Duffin.
They're young adults and they make stupid decisions. That certainly will be part of whether or not a hate crime is, if we seek a hate crime, to determine whether or not this is sincere or just stupid ranting and raving.
Stupid ranting and raving? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Did you hear that? This white mentally handicapped kid got abducted by 4 black no-good son of a bitches. And now they're saying, well, we're going to see if it's a hate crime? That these kids are maybe just stupid? Are you crazy? A bad decision? Are you people nuts? See, that's what's wrong. White people, you got to stand. I'm not a racist, but I'm standing up for this poor white boy. This mentally retarded boy they pick up. They call him names. They They don't want Trump. We're mad at Trump. We're mad at Trump. They say on this video. It just pisses me off, people. Wait a minute. Let me get to this. God, the 4 suspects have been arrested, and they haven't been charged yet because the police. Maybe it was something stupid. Maybe it was something stupid. My ass. They beat to hell, and they talk about, we don't want Trump. We're mad at Trump. We're this, we're that. Effing Donald Trump and effing white people at various points. A 30-minute video. It was egregious enough they put it on video. This poor white boy, mentally retarded. They cut his face. They beat the hell out of him. They totally disrespected him. They held him captive. And then the police are talking about they don't know if it's a hate crime. Let it be 5 white guys or 4 white guys beat the hell out of a black son of a bitch that had the FBI down here yesterday. This no good son of a bitchin'. They call him, and they want to call him this mentally retarded kid. Blacks are calling the victim a goof-ass white man. Well, you know what? If he's a goof-ass white man, then I'm going to call you greasy, sleazy, criminal-ass, black, no-good niggers. That's what they ain't proud white people, black people. They're niggers. Niggers, niggers, niggers. Did you hear me? 4 niggers beat the hell out of a white guy and call him a goof-ass white man and F the white people and F Trump. And the Chicago police don't know if it's a hate crime. They're going to investigate. It could be 4 young black kids just having a good time, making a mistake. My ass. They're 18, 20-year-old black criminal niggers. They're what they are. And if the proud black community gets pissed, they can get pissed. I believe the proud black community would call them niggers. That's not representative of the black community. I know that. I've got a lot of black friends. Those are niggers, niggers, niggers. And it pisses me off. And they are black. And it is a hate crime. And for the Chicago Police Department to say they're going to investigate it a little bit further, how much further can you investigate it, you idiot ass white bastards? Now, those are bums with badges. I respect the police departments, but not bums with badges. Did you hear that take? That could have been something just stupid. Let 5 white guys, 4 white guys, 1 white guy beat the hell out of a black guy, and it's racist. It's a hate crime. And they're going to hesitate to say whether it's a hate crime or not? Are they nuts? Are those people nuts up there in Chicago? All the killings going on, the black-on-black killings. Now they're going to pick on a retarded white guy. They're going to call him a goof-ass white man. And F Trump and F the white people. Well, I say F the niggers then. And I'm not a racist. I'm not going to sit back and take it. I'm thinking what every decent white and every decent black person is thinking. It's not right. It's a hate crime. But no, we got to be politically correct, don't we? I'm tired of people being politically correct. That political correct crap's got to go out the window. For the police department, think about it. In the white community especially. You're going to stand and take that crap? If you do, then it's on you. If it happened to this poor guy, it can happen to all of us. It's a hate crime. The feds need to be involved. They need to be charged with a hate crime. They need to spend the rest of their nigger ass in jail. And I say nigger because that's what they are. They're not proud and black. Son of a bitch is going to call white ass goofy a retarded white man who knows no better. And they're going to say F Donald Trump and F white people. Going to slap him and cut him. Tied him to the floor in the corner of a room. Showed 4 young people kicking. No, 4 young niggers kicking. And I'll use that term because it's a disrespectful term to disrespect those disrespectful people. Nothing to do with racism. Nothing to do with racism. Has to do what's right or wrong. And it's wrong. It's wrong, people. And I told you not to listen if you don't want to hear the truth, because that's what I'm going to give you is the truth on both sides. When I think the blacks need to be defended, I'll defend the blacks. If I think the whites need to be defended, I'll defend the whites. And I'm defending the whites on this one. Where's the black community? You guys ought to be up in arms denouncing these 4 nigger son of a bitches. You ought to be up in arms. Where are you guys at? Where's NAACP for fair treatment? The National Association for Majority Equality will be there because that's what we believe in, equality. And this white man didn't get equality. Once again, let it be 4 whites beat the hell out of a black, a retarded black at that, and you see what happens. They'd be swarming all over the feds. And I hope the federal government gets involved in this, because it wasn't a bunch of young kids doing something stupid. And they're going to think about charging them with a hate crime. What the hell is wrong with our society when we let this crap happen? When we let it crappen. People, I'm so pissed off, I can't even think straight. That's why I tell you, we have to continue to expose, to drag and destroy these political parasitical punks we call politicians. That's why we're having this problem. These politicians want to be politically correct. They can't be. Let's destroy these son of a bitches before they destroy us. Politically, of course, right here on the dark side.